In the story of Dragon Ball, we have had many villains from the classic Frieza to the heavily missed Cell, but one OG villain many fans often forget is King Piccolo, the legendary evil entity that almost succeeded in ruling Earth and gave birth to the Piccolo we now know today. But Piccolo Jr. has never once ever mentioned nor seen his father or his brothers before. But that all changes today in this manga where Piccolo does just that. But before we begin, support this channel and video by leaving a like right now as you're reading this and watching till the end for its satisfying conclusion. Enjoy. Our story begins with Goku stretching, talking to a mysterious figure saying, "This is going to be fun. Been a while since we sparred, hasn't it?" And taking off his weighted clothing, Piccolo is revealed as his opponent in the mountains, with him replying, "Yeah, you could say that. You've been too busy fighting gods and angels to care about your old Namekian rival. But hopefully, today I'll remind you of what a real fight is like." As Piccolo's weighted clothing falls to the ground, immediately a comedically large explosion is seen, with Goku freezing up from the noise saying, "Wow, Piccolo! I completely forgot about how heavy your clothes were, but I don't think they've ever been that heavy. You must have gotten way stronger." Piccolo looks back with a smile and says, "Well, Goku, it's been literal years. The last time we ever sparred was back when we were preparing for the androids, and Gohan was still a child. Now, he's a grown man with a child of his own. You didn't think you were the only one getting stronger in that time, did you? Now, enough fooling around. I'm ready when you are, Goku. Don't hold back. I want to see you at your best." You got it, Piccolo, but be careful what you ask for. And soon after saying this, Goku begins to power up, eventually becoming a Super Saiyan 2 straight off the bat. But Piccolo seems unfazed and gives off a quietly confident smirk. The two clash, and Piccolo seems on equal ground without flinching. Piccolo yells as a result, "Is that it, Goku? I thought I told you not to hold back. I'm not the same Piccolo from a decade ago." Goku smiles back, impressed at Piccolo's improvement. Well, before he can admire for too long, Piccolo launches a series of attacks to assert his dominance. Goku screams, "Ouch! Just blocking his attacks hurt." Piccolo then dashes back to get some distance before rushing in once again with momentum. Now bleeding, Goku takes the hit and then returns with his own. As Piccolo falls slowly from the impact of the strike, he eventually regains his composure and says, "Now that's more like the Goku I know. I actually felt that one." And Goku in response replies, "Haha, this is way more fun than I thought it would be, Piccolo. Don't worry, I've got plenty in the tank for you. Just wait until I..." But mid-sentence, Piccolo intervenes with a flying kick. But as Goku falls back, he quickly recovers and flicks back into a familiar position. "Huh? Is that..." A smirk comes across Goku's face as he prepares his most powerful and well-known technique. Kame! Huh? The energy he's concentrating is even stronger than what destroyed Cell. This is gonna be bad. I can't defend against this. Immediately, a powerful Kamehameha wave launches at Piccolo, but Piccolo's demeanor changes from fear to ultimate confidence soon after. So be it then, Goku. Suddenly, Piccolo's body at the last second splits into two, with one escaping and one remaining to take the fall. Following the massive explosion, Goku, not realizing what Piccolo did at the last second, smiles smugly, commenting, "That should do it." I can still sense his ki, so I'm glad I didn't go too far. Not bad at all, Piccolo. But before he knows it, Piccolo's multiform appears right behind Goku at super speed, taking Goku by complete surprise. However, from afar, he notices an even greater danger. In the middle of the smoke, the original Piccolo still remains, with his 2 fingers on his forehead powering up something. What? Piccolo? And as the smoke completely dissipates, Piccolo stands powering up his signature move, the Special Beam Cannon. With a smirk he mentions to Goku, "Haha, I hope this situation feels familiar, Goku. Now you can finally learn what it was like to be Raditz. Don't worry, I won't aim for your heart, but this match is mine." Raditz! Immediately, Goku has a flashback to 20 years earlier, when him and Raditz were both taken out by this same move, finally allowing Goku to realize the predicament he's in. But without Goku having too much time to think, Piccolo fires and shouts, "This is the end, Goku! Special Beam Cannon!" And as the beam comes toward Goku at top speed, Goku's face turns serious and immediately he undergoes an unexpected change. And instantly shows the efforts of his training with Miris, entering mastered Ultra Instinct form with ease. Powering up to break the grab of Piccolo, shocking him in the process. What the? Before striking the clone away. All before instantly, at the last second, dodging the Special Beam Cannon narrowly with his autonomous Ultra Instinct. He then rushes in at super speed, so fast that Piccolo loses track of him. Where did he go? I can't sense him. Must be in some kind of god form. Wait a minute! Piccolo then suddenly notices from above, Ultra Instinct Goku is plummeting towards him undetected. Above! When and how did he get up there? But as he thinks, Goku appears instantly behind him to return the favor and immediately backhands him to the ground. Piccolo flies through the air, hurtling towards the ground, smashing through multiple cliffs before crash landing on the ground with a massive impact, leaving a crater surrounding him. The barely conscious Piccolo then slowly crawls up the crater, muttering to himself, "I can hardly feel my body. Goku, his power is truly unrivaled." But as he makes his way up, Ultra Instinct Goku is waiting for him, who then powers down to give Piccolo a hand, with Goku smiling pleasantly and impressed with just how much his old friend has improved. Goku extends his hand to Piccolo and pulls him up, still smirking and trying to make Piccolo feel better about his loss by saying, "Phew, that was a good one, Piccolo. You did great. I can't believe you pushed me all the way to Ultra Instinct. Looks like you're as crafty as ever. I'm glad you're on our side this time." Piccolo gets up, however, and says, "Thanks, but you don't need to sugarcoat it. That Ultra Instinct of yours, there is no way to go beyond that. Being able to dodge something as fast as my Special Beam Cannon, so point blank, is truly incredible. If that can't hit you, nothing will." Goku then puts his hand behind his head and laughs, saying, "Haha, it's not that good. Both Moro and Jiren got plenty of hits on me. Besides, Whis tells me there's a long way to go still. You're the impressive one, Piccolo. I bet you're actually the most powerful and well-known Namekian ever." Piccolo then thinks for a moment, however, and replies, The most powerful, maybe. Definitely not the most well-known, though. The most notorious was, of course, my father, King Piccolo." Goku looks back confused, though, saying, "King who? Your father? You never mentioned him before. Is he back on Namek?" Piccolo looks back completely confused with how stupid Goku is, reminding him, "Yes, the man you killed in West City. He tried to take over the world, used my brother Tambourine to kill Krillin, and spat me out as an egg to carry on his evil plan. Goku suddenly then remembers, oh yeah, that guy was crazy strong and tough. That was your father. I completely forgot. Spat you out as an egg, huh? That's not how me and Chi-Chi made Gohan though. His face then changes with a smirk to say, wow, thinking back to King Piccolo, maybe you aren't the strongest Namekian after all. I wonder how strong he is now. He's been down in hell a long time. He then gets an idea. You know what? We should totally go see him. Piccolo, however, looks back shocked. What? Are you crazy? I haven't ever seen him before, and from what I've heard about him, I don't think I should. However, Goku then replies while already placing 2 fingers on his head, oh come on, it'll be fun. I've just remembered his key signature too. And then without hesitation, Goku then immediately quickly grabs Piccolo's hand and yells, alright, let's go! While Piccolo yells back, hey wait! Instantly cut off as they arrive in the pits of hell. On arrival, Piccolo immediately scolds Goku saying, hey! Don't do that without my consent ever again! I haven't even healed up from that beating earlier, and now I'm on one of your silly adventures! With Goku just looking back slightly scared at Piccolo's anger. Eventually, Piccolo then looks around and questions, where even are we, Goku? This place doesn't feel right. Goku replies casually, well, he wasn't a good guy, so I'm guessing this is some part of hell. He should be around here somewhere. But suddenly, in the air, Goku sees Piccolo's brother, Tambourine, flying, who notices them also, remarking, huh? That hair? Could he be that brat? Tambourine eventually lands and says, that clothing! It is you! So the pint-sized squirt grew up, did he? Goku, unfazed and not sensing Tambourine's killing intent, replies, oh hey Tambourine, how you doing? You haven't aged a bit. Before Tambourine immediately rushes in screaming, silence brat, I'll get you this time! Goku, however, instantly throws one punch, and just the force of it absolutely annihilates Tambourine for good. Ah! Goku, who didn't expect it to be so easy, laughs. Oops. I guess I didn't give you much time to talk to your brother, did I, Piccolo? I'm hoping his father at least is a bit stronger. Then, a voice from the shadow calls out, oh, Son Goku. You know you shouldn't wonder about that. The father is always stronger than the child. Isn't that right? And then, King Piccolo emerges from the darkness with a sinister smile saying, Piccolo Jr. Piccolo immediately looks back shocked for the first time seeing his father and remarks, Father! So this is the evil King Piccolo, my creator. King Piccolo then continues, so what brings you here? The man who killed me, and my traitorous son who has apparently become friends of my killer. What a sight you two are. Have you both come to die? Because you've come to the right place. I'm far beyond where I was before, and your little tricks won't work again. Goku then replies, no, nothing like that. We just came because we wondered how strong you'd become. I want to know who the strongest Namekian ever was. I thought it was Piccolo over here, but then he reminded me of you. Piccolo looks on with a straight face, silently thinking, why did I let this fool take me here for this idiotic reason? I guess it's interesting to see how my father looks. He really does look like a younger Kami. I kind of miss that old fool now. King Piccolo then laughs hysterically. Ha ha ha! You thought my son would be the strongest Namekian? Ha 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 ha! He's nothing more than a weaker shell of me. He is me. Everything he has and knows is birthed from my power. Allow me to show you what the most powerful Namekian to ever live true power is like. King Piccolo immediately powers up, revealing a huge increase in power from where he was all those decades ago. So much pressure and wind is built up, even Goku and Piccolo are slightly pushed back, but they stay silent, not saying a word. Following King Piccolo's flashy power-up, he then smugly asks, "So how do you like this for power? Still wondering who the most powerful Namekian to ever live was, you fool? Behold, the full power of King Piccolo." Goku, now super excited to find out that King Piccolo is way stronger than Tambourine at least, replies with a smile saying, "Cool! Nice one, Mr. Piccolo. You've definitely gotten way stronger. Now keep going. Don't worry, we can handle it." But Goku's face slowly changes once he realizes what King Piccolo had just said. Wait, this is your full power? You are kidding, right? Come on, Mr. Piccolo. We were stronger than this when we were on Namek. What have you been doing all this time? King Piccolo looks back completely confused that Goku is unimpressed with his power. He says, "What? You were on Namek? What do you mean, are you kidding? Are you unable to sense my power level? You primitive species, if only you knew how strong I really was." But Goku, now completely disappointed and ready to leave, then responds with a smile saying, "No, I may be primitive, whatever that means, but I can sense your energy, and it's just really weak. Let me show you the kind of power I thought you might have." Ha! Goku then immediately transforms into a Super Saiyan, which shocks King Piccolo as he sees the incredible power, making him blurt out, "What the hell? What is this? Is this really Son Goku? Your power just jumped enormously." Goku, while a Super Saiyan and still smiling, then says, "I was hoping you'd at least be this strong by now. This is called a Super Saiyan, but it doesn't end here, Mr. Piccolo." Ha! He begins powering up to the next level, becoming a Super Saiyan 2, yelling, "And this is a Super Saiyan 2!" and then powers even further beyond, becoming a Super Saiyan 3, staring at the shocked King Piccolo saying, "And this is a Super Saiyan 3. But beyond this is," crossing his arms to power up once more. And after Goku reaches his god level, explains before the now utterly shocked King Piccolo, "And this is called a Super Saiyan God," with King Piccolo just muttering as if hallucinating at this point, God? That brat, Son Goku, became God?" But not stopping there, Goku then transforms further, telling the king, "And we call this one Blue," causing King Piccolo to now fall to his knees in submission as his legs give way to the absolute shock and fear he feels staring at Goku's power. He looks up with anger in his face as he realizes this is no dream. And then finally, in a wave of heat, Goku reveals himself in mastered Ultra Instinct form. At which point, King Piccolo's eyes begin to blur as he mutters, This cannot be that little monkey." And quickly following this, his heart starts to ache as the shock of seeing Goku like this takes its effect. Meanwhile, Goku coldly says, "And finally, this is the power of the angels, Ultra Instinct." King Piccolo, now who has nearly lost control of his whole body, then begins speaking, saying, "This is not possible. How did a little midget like you attain such power? No wonder you made my own offspring bend to your will. That weakling wouldn't dare to disagree with you and carry out my plans with you watching." Goku, hearing his words, then powers down and defends his friend by correcting King Piccolo. "You're completely wrong. Piccolo made the decision to not be evil and help people all on his own. He's been a great friend and ally for me and the people of Earth for years, and he is like a second father to my son and a brother to me. he's family, and for the record, he's no weakling. He's almost as strong as me. King Piccolo is shocked, saying, "What? I don't believe it! My creation could never surpass me!" Piccolo then smiles at what Goku said, saying, "Goku, you don't need to exaggerate the truth. I'm glad I got to see you, father, but as I always thought, you are no family to me. And though I'm nowhere near Goku's level, as far as your power is concerned, relative to you, I may as well be Goku, and I'll give you all the proof you need now." Instantly, Piccolo then vanishes to appear right in front of King Piccolo and point blank yells, "Goodbye, old man! Masenko ha!" And just like that, King Piccolo is completely erased and disintegrated to pieces right before his own son's eyes. With Piccolo's curiosity over his father complete and Goku's little adventure done, the two give each other a final thumbs up as brothers and not just friends. But that was it for today's video, and if you made it this far, leave me a hashtag Piccolo in the comments down below and let me know if this needs a part 2, as I am the creator and writer of this manga story, but I intended for this to be a one-shot. So if you have any ideas, let me know, but make sure you try and support me on my Patreon for as little as $3 a month. Less than a cup of coffee, where you immediately then get access to over 250 plus fan mangas for free. Links will be in the description, but if you want to see more of my signature style of content, then click on one of these two videos on the right now. Until next video guys, cheers.